Dear students, in this video lecture, we'll try to study the next part of the Model 5, that is ADP for optimal network configuration in the distribution automation. As the title itself says, in the previous video lecture we observed about adaptive dynamic programming, and basically the ADP is used to reduce the power system losses by reconfiguration method. So here ADP for the optimal network reconfiguration strategy is done in the distribution automation. So what are the things we are going to study in the reconfiguration in distribution automation, that we are going to cover in this video lecture. Already we know that the distribution networks are usually configured radially. They are radial in nature for effective and non-complicated protection schemes. Usually what happens under the normal operating condition, the distribution feeders are reconfigured continuously to satisfy the minimum distribution line losses, optimal voltage profile and overloading relief. So usually what happens, these distribution feeders are continuously reconfigured to meet the requirement of the desired voltage profile, or whatever the overloading relief is there, to relieve that overloading effect. Also the distribution feeders are continuously, the people will reconfigure to satisfy these all objectives. So under these considerations, so by creating such a method, optimal reconfiguration method, by adopting the ADP scheme, is it possible to reduce the loss? That we are going to study in this part. This is the adaptive dynamic programming structure for the network reconfiguration, where some action network is connected here. This is the actual plant. Then action network will send a signal to the critic network. Okay. So again from the error signal, or from the cost function, again the feedback signal will be given to the action network, so that continuously from the plant also the cost functions are calculated, from the critic network also cost functions are calculated. Again the feedback path is again given to the action network. So action network means we are going to open some switches, close other switches. What happens? Which is the best method for reducing the losses? Those all things we are going to do in this particular structure. That part we are going to study in the next slides. Basically the ADP structure reconfiguration, it involves the development of the framework. What is that framework? Usually that framework, as shown in the previous slide, it is having the action network, it is having the critic network and the plant model. That can be shown in this slide. So these are the action framework, means this the structure of the ADP structure is configured by using the action network, critic network and the plant. So this is how the development of ADP framework takes place. So usually the network distribution reconfiguration is done in the actual plant model. The action network and the critical network, they receive the input, they will give the inputs to the plant model. This is the small power system network distribution for the reconfiguration problem. See, one small power system is considered from the source. Okay, these are the different sources what they have connected from the main source. So this is S1 and S2, this is your S3. So these thick lines are the closed lines, and here thin lines are called as the open lines. So mean to say that, so here S6, I think S6 and S7 are the open lines, but S2, S3, S4 and S1 are the closed lines. So how the distribution reconfiguration is can be adopted in such a network, and what are the things we are going to involve, that we'll study in the next slide. To solve the network reconfiguration and optimal distribution reconfiguration problem, we are going to develop one ADP algorithm. About that algorithm we'll study in the next slide. We need to model the whole thing into four parts of the system structure. One is the action vectors, the state vectors, the immediate rewards, and the plant. So this particular system is tested with the 5 bus and 32 bus system. The algorithm, we'll see the algorithm in detail. So here what happens, first we are going to initialize how many number of inputs, hidden layers, and the output nodes are there as far as the action and critic neural networks. We are going to define the original state vector, original weights, and what amount of neural network by random value we are considering. Those all initialization parts we are doing in this condition. After that, we are going to calculate the action network. About that action network, how we'll do that action, that we'll study in the next slide. So we are going to calculate the action vector and action neural network based on the particular R. So then after that we are calculating the cost function Z by using the critical neural network based on the R as well as for the new action R. So after calculating we are defining the cost function. Then we are calculating the distribution power flow based on the action vector. Then based on this we are going to, again we are considering the new action vector, because here we are going to change some switches, we are going to open some switches, we are going to close some switches, different configuration we are going to study. Then again after changing the configuration, once again calculate the cost function. Then in this we are going to calculate the reward function also. What is reward function, that we will study in the next slide. Then after using these all things, then you calculate the critical neural network. Then if possible, if any error is generated in the critical neural network, then you update the weights as we studied in the previous video lecture. So after calculating, see what happens from the action network, the signal is going to now critic network. So in the critic network we are going to calculate the errors by using the cost function, okay, for every unit. Then if the error is generated, then to compensate that error we are changing or we are updating the weights in the critical neural network. So after updating the weights, again we are calculating the action neural network error. Then once again update the weights. Afterwards at the end you are going to calculate the new action vector. If the convergence criteria is met, then you summarize the output results. If you feel that convergence output are not met as per the condition or as per the reconfiguration structure, once again it will go to this particular step. Once again you are going to calculate the state vector, you are going to calculate the new action vector, we are calculating the error by using the neural network structure. So trial and error method will take place. This loop will continue until and unless you calculate the desired output. So this is what the algorithm is written for the adaptive dynamic programming. Let us discuss what we mean by rewards. It is also called as the utility function. So here what happens, our main objective is we are trying to design the optimal reconfiguration, which involves selecting the best branches, which are to be opened, which are to be closed, or you want to see that one from each loop, like that you can set the criteria. Or in case of radial distribution system, to get the desired performance, which particular branch of each loop must be kept open or closed. That type of things you are going to consider in this particular point. Among that, the performance criteria considered for optimal network reconfiguration, the one selected is the minimization of real power loss. So why we are doing these all things? Because our main aim is to reduce the real power loss. To reduce the real power loss, we are doing some network reconfiguration. How we are doing that network reconfiguration? Just as I said, by opening one or two branches at a time from one particular loop. So where at what particular action So this is called as action. By opening the loops of branches of any one of loop is called as action. At every action, you are going to calculate the real power, and at what particular action the minimum real power loss we are getting. That is called as the reward point in, or it is also called as utility function. Let us consider or let us study what we mean by action vectors. Consider AI is the action vector. It is discretized, it is having unit. For example, one branch you want to open. So for that, one condition you can keep, one at each loop of one radial distribution system. So like that, the total number of action vectors which are affecting the load flow, that you are going to calculate. That is designated as AI. So this is called as the action vector. So we can easily deduce from simple system that the entire set of action vectors that can maintain the radial structure of the network, that loop we can design, that we'll study in the next slide. So here as shown in this, our main aim is to minimize the losses by using the action vectors by optimizing the switching sequences as shown here. After the initialization, action network generation first action vector by random number. Suppose for example, in action number 1, we are going to open the switches 2 and 3 and close all the remaining switches. In action number 2, we are going to open the switch 6 and 3, close all other switches. In action number 3, open the switches 2 and 5, close all other switches. Like this, we are trying to do the different action. This is called as action vector. So this action vector inputs into the critic vector with the state variable. Then output will be calculated at the critic network, and cost function is also calculated. Losses are also calculated, and the immediate cost function whatever we obtain, so then we are calculating a new error also. So what is the new error for the action and critic network? Based on that, these all things we studied in the algorithm. So after any one switch, after any one action vector, you are going to calculate the cost function as well as the error. So where the error is minimum, if to compensate that error, how you are going to change the weight. After changing that weight, again what is the loss function, what is the cost function, these all things we are going to study. This is called as the action vector, whatever we are going to study. Then as I said, the weights in the every network is updated or changed based on the back propagation rules. So after sufficient iterations, the system will output the results, okay, as per the algorithm. Then optimal action vector, which is these are the action number 2, this is action number 1, okay. So the total power loss is it is 5 into 10 to the power minus 3. So you can see here in action number 11 the maximum power loss is there, okay. So you can see here as we progress in one of the action networks. So for example, in action number 7 we are getting minimum loss. So by switching the branches, the status and the combination with the minimum loss can be calculated. This is how this is the result section. What we discussed is the result section of the optimal reconfiguration after that. So like this, the action vectors will give the input to the critic network. The critic network will calculate the cost function as well as it calculates the errors. To minimize that errors, the weights are again adjusted. After adjusting, again output is calculated. If your output is desired, or if you satisfy with the output whatever we are getting, then stop the iteration. Otherwise that iteration will continue. This whole thing will be under the supervision of neural network. In every case the neural network is involved. This is what we call as the ADP, adaptive dynamic programming network reconfiguration for the distribution automation. Our main agenda is we are trying to reduce the loss. The power losses must be as minimum as possible. To do that, we are performing different actions. Those actions are by opening the branches of the loop one at a time, and we are calculating the error at the end, though in what particular action the error is minimum. That is what the ADP network reconfiguration. Thank you.